Good morning, everyone. It's March the 4th, 2024. Today, I just want to brief you in on a little bit of something that I heard just before the weekend started. And that was that since we have 3 safe injection sites in the area, we found out through CTV News that one of them shut down. And the only reason that they gave was for safety reasons that they shut the injection site down, which with no explanation other than that of course leaves it open to interpretation of what safety concerns did they have. And of course, I've been, and Julie, we've on the channel here, we've been telling about a lot of concerns on safety concerns, so that's got a wide range of concerns, so that's a kind of a wait and see program. And and there's 2 others in the area, so we'll see if they close down or if they stay open or what happens from there. But it's been reasonably very quiet for the weekend for me, so it was kind of nice to have a quiet weekend for once. And not too much going on, but of course it's kind of like the lull before the storm. That's the way I feel about it at this point, because spring's coming and there'll be more people out on the streets. Like I've noticed a few more panhandlers, for example, out on the streets. And then one of the things when the weather, as it turns nicer, and the other night when it was so nice overnight, it wasn't that cold. Again, I heard people shouting, and they kind of woke me up again at night on the streets. So some of these people just sleep all day and then they stay awake all night, so they don't have to go to the shelter, and because they feel that it's unsafe there. So we're starting to live in, I think, a very unsafe or unsafe feeling in our society today. And what do we do? And I know the other buildings, the other social buildings around me, social housing here, has been having a lot more problems with the homeless and that, and the dealers and the noise. And people I've talked to said, oh yeah, the police have been in their buildings again. But they're grateful for getting the cameras, because that is helping. And I know this is definitely helping our building here, is having the cameras. And the good thing about having these different cameras is the fact that we can keep track of people. They can definitely take pictures of people, and we can see if those people are going into our other social housing buildings here at the same time, and we can identify them, definitely who the troublemakers are. So that's about where that is for the weekend. And like I said, I had a very quiet weekend. It's more like reconnecting with old friends. It seems like before the pandemic, we were disconnected from people, being put in isolation, and all our friends and that. And like last weekend, before, I had that wonderful birthday party for my 80-year-old friend. And some of the people that I also knew from them have been getting in touch with me this weekend by phone. So, and none of us have been really together since before the pandemic. So we're reconnecting again. So that was nice to be able to chat with people. And then also, what was nice was that the book that I've put out, that I read from, my stories, and that with the senior stories, our acting teacher that taught us our playback theater and that, to go into the old age homes and that, she was in a play, and it's called Steel Magnolias. It's after the movie. It's here at the Gladstone Theater. It's on, I believe, till the 9th. And so I went to see it. Well, I had a wonderful 2 hours, and so did a lot of other seniors, and people just were laughing for 2 hours. It was a comedy, and it was really well done. So that was just a good sign, things are coming back, because we're seeing other events coming back now too, since the pandemic. And I think it's going to be a better year that way, where people are going to start to reconnect again, and that's really good. But when you have the pandemic and people dying, especially when you look at the homeless too, they don't really have any reconnections to build from. So that just puts them more into the depressions and feeling like they don't want to live, and the only thing that they want to live for is the drugs. So that puts them right in vulnerable to the dealers for the drugs. So it's a big problem down here that we have. But I'm just trying to bring people up to date slowly, but it was a very slow weekend, and so I feel like it's the calm before the storm, though. because it's just a kind of a lull right at the moment, and that's the way it goes. It goes in lulls, and then it goes in spurts. Things happen. So I don't have too much to say today, but I just wanted to say hello. I'm still here. And we're having a great, at least I had a wonderful time, and I needed that, a little vacation. Because with all the horrible stuff that we have to deal with, it was just nice to have a couple of hours just to myself to laugh. And I think that's one of the things that we have a tendency, we're so concerned about everybody else that we don't think about looking after ourselves. So sometimes we do need to take a time out and look after ourselves. So that's kind of the big message for today, is take some time out for yourself to do something that you wouldn't normally do, because that was kind of an expensive ticket for the show, but it was well worth laughing for 2 hours. So, and laughter is known as being the best medicine. So do yourself a favor, and everyone, and do something nice for yourself. So that's my big message for today, because there's a lot of work and a lot of things that we still have to do and are ahead of us to try and sort out and do. But make sure you take a little time for yourself. So that's my message for today, everyone. And take care, and be safe. Watch your surroundings, and we shall talk again soon. And bye-bye.